So if you saw my other video on Bria Riptide Rogue, you know that she's pretty good in Commander. Well, today we're going to take her for a spin in Historic Brawl with a slightly different build based on the cards that we have available to us. But this thing is still a lot of fun, and I can't wait to show it off to you guys. Before we get started, I just want to remind you guys that I am doing my 1K subs giveaway through Tuesday the 20th at noon Central Standard Time. So if you are still interested in entering that, I'm going to put a link for the video up here somewhere, and you can go put in your entry there as well. Once I do that, I will pull the names and somebody's going to win one of my 2 lots that I'm giving away. For now, let's get into this deck. For those that don't know, this is Bria Riptide Rogue. She is a 4-cost, 3/3 auto rogue with prowess, gives all of our other stuff prowess, and whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it makes something unblockable until end of turn, including herself. So the idea is you build up your stuff really big, start making stuff unblockable, and slam through. Now the nice part is the prowess ability attached to Bria is actually stackable with other prowess effects. So if a creature already has prowess and you give it prowess with Bria, it has 2 instances of prowess and goes trigger once, trigger twice. So that's kind of fun. So we have some ways to kind of bolster that out. Now, of course, being this is an otter-based deck, we have our pile of otters with like Kitsa, we have the Thundertrap Trainer, Coruscation Mage. This thing is freaking amazing. If you can get multiple copies of this on the board, like bounce it and copy it or clone it, it does some insane amounts of damage. I actually was doing some practice games, and I had like 4 copies of this on the board. So everything I cast on the board was doing 4 damage to my opponent's face. They had to actually start taking out my Coruscation Mage tokens in order to keep themselves alive. Then we have things like the Scorn Attached Mentor to kind of cheapen up our stuff. I've included Valley Flamecaller, which is not an otter, but it actually buffs our otter damage, which when you couple it with like the Coruscation Mage makes them very, very dangerous. We also have Ral Crackling Wit, who makes otter tokens for us and acts as a pseudo prowess, because every time we cast a non-creature spell, it gets a little bit bigger on its loyalty, and eventually we're going to try to get to that -10 and storm somebody out. I have not done that yet, but let's see if we can do it while we're doing recordings. And then Alania Divergent Storm, you can actually, if it's the first time you do something, you can discard to it and then, or let them draw a card, and then you get to copy a spell. Just be careful if you're using rebound spells. I have found this out in practice. I'm actually running a copy, or I might have taken it out of the deck, of Faithless Salvaging. It messed me up on Alania because it went to cast it and I forgot about it, and it copied that instead of copying something I wanted to cast. So if you use something like Salvaging where it has rebound, just be careful of using that. And then we are using our honorary otters / prowessy guys to go ahead and give us more prowess triggers. This gives us bonuses for instants and sorceries, which is also why we're using mostly instants and sorceries to trigger this stuff. We have our things that make otter tokens like Storm Chaser's Talent, Otterball Antics. We have an Emperor Heart Challenger, which is another prowess creature that also allows us to exile stuff off the top. Sazakap's Bruges because it's part of the set. Pearl of Wisdom because it goes with our otters. And then I threw in 1 copy of Kindred Charge because I opened this as a thing, and I was like, oh wow, okay, I can put that in there, name otters, and clone a bunch of my otter stuff for a turn, and it triggers prowess. So that's kind of cool. So that's the deck in a nutshell. Let's go ahead and take it through the paces and see what we can do with it on Historic Brawl, and I will talk more about it after. Got a Baylen the Haymaker deck. This is so weird to me that this set has actually been on Arena now for almost 2 full weeks, and I still haven't seen too many commanders that are from the set. Like, I know not everybody has a bunch of wild cards and stuff, but I don't know, I find it very strange to not see more stuff from the new set. We'll see how this deck's built. I am actually brewing a Baylen the Haymaker deck. I have it in pieces on Architect. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing with it. Let's do a consider. Let's see if that Esper Sentinel needs to die sooner than later. Are we good on land? That can move because I have 2 lands in hand, and I drew another one. So yes, the answer is yes, you are good on land. Now, I like seeing Irenicus's Vile Duplication in hand, because as long as I can get Bria down and have her stick around, I should be able to copy her, and then I can get another instance of her ability of prowess on the board. Ill-timed is good. I'm just going to play the Angler for now. I'm going to wait and see if I need to burn that ill-timed explosion to wipe the board. Because I get the feeling, because Baylen likes a bunch of tokens, you're going to need to have something to sweep up a bunch of little tokens. And if I burn it next turn, I don't think that's a great idea. If I spend a little bit of time on that Tempest Angler building it up, I think that's a little better plan. Alright. Here's my Kindred Charge. Yeah, I think... I think I'm going to do... two and destroy an artifact. I can do 2 to that, destroy that, and I'll pay for that. So they don't get the card, and I 2-for-1 their creatures, and I get a 3/3 to smack them in the face with. I like that plan. I was thinking about drawing the cards. I'm like, well, wait, I can just kill 2 creatures. That'll slow them down, and I don't have to worry about the stupid taxation effect the rest of this game unless I figure out how to get it back. So next turn, depending on what they do, we might be doing Bria into Reckless Charge. Just gotta watch the auto tapper. I've had some real screwed up issues with the auto tapper in the last, not just this deck, but other decks. Okay, Quintorius. Alright, so that is a bit of a problem. I need to get to 5. Because they can just gang block Bria and kill. Well, no. Because I can do that and make it unblockable. Yeah, let's do that. I'm trying to get the Tempest Angler up. We'll make her the unblockable target, and I'm just gonna swing because I don't. You know what? They're not gonna block. They're not gonna block this because they want to keep Quintorius because they got the farewell under it. Oh, they did. Okay, well, all right. I'm okay with that. That gets rid of Quintorius, so I'm okay with that. I was like, wow, I'm surprised they did that. All right, they got a Smothering Tithe down. At this point, I don't care because they got so many lands. I don't care about giving them treasures. I mean, the treasures are useful for Baylen, but at this point, our plan is to go as fast and hard at their life total as we can. So, if I drip play of land, 1, 2, 3. You know what? We're gonna actually pay for this one, and then I'm gonna play the Fabled Passage. We'll get an island out of the deck. So we're a little shallow on blue mana. And then we're going to Irenicus's Vile Duplication Bria. I'm going to make her the unblockable because she's the only target at the time of the resolution anyways. All right, so ideally what we can do is drop... Well, it doesn't matter about Otawara because we've already got that. Is we can just Kindred Charge. It will make 2 copies of Bria, 1 legendary, 1 non-legendary. And then I can just swing out. Right now, they both have prowess. What you got? All right, they're going to clone the Volping Vampire. That's fine. And there's Gerard. Because Gerard makes... token. Non-token creatures have tab, make a copy at the end of this turn. That's fine. So they're going to make a bunch of copies of the Welcoming Vampire and chain it down the line. And that's okay. Because if I have to, I have an ill-timed explosion. Now that, if I have a 3-drop, I can do a one-sided wipe with Reckless Charge and the Ill-Timed Explosion, but I need a 3-drop to do it. A 3-drop with that. I'm gonna block that. They probably forgot about the fact that that flies. Draw. They can have their stuff. Oh, never mind. It's Mizzix's Mastery. Decline. I can just kill them this way. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, shoot. I need 8 mana. Dang it. All right. Let's do it this way. Let's do Reckless Charge on the original Bria. She's unblockable. Oh, they target each other because they see each other. And they're at 13, so I'm just gonna swing. If they don't have a Swords to Plowshares in hand, they're dead. Okay. I was gonna Mizzix's Mastery Overload and show off a little bit, but I decided to just do that. The double prowess got us there, but I could have done, if they would have killed one of the Brias, I was then gonna do Ill-Timed Explosion and just ditch the Kindred Charge and detonate the entire board, or throw the Mizzix's Mastery, something like that, just to clear the board off and save our bacon. So, but it worked out. Kastral the Windcrested. I have come up against this one other time, and I never really got to see much of the deck because they died really fast. So, we'll keep this because we have the Emberheart Challenger in hand and some toys to play with. All right, turn 1 Restless Spire's good. So we got, all right, so they might have a counter spell of some sort. Let's see what they got. They got something because it's holding priority. What do you got? Yeah, there it is. All right. Well, better that than Bria. What name is that? Oh, blah. Okay. Stupid alchemy cards. I know some people like them. I'm not a fan. It's just more stuff I got to track, and I'm just like, ugh. I've kind of given up on even messing with them. All right, so they're gonna heist my library, exile, and then they can cast it, and they put a counter on it. Okay. So they got my Arcane Signet. Yeah, whatever. All right, let's drop that. Let's try Inti. See if they have a counter for this. If they have something for the Valley Flamecaller, we have protection up. Okay, they let it go. That's fine. I'm going to discard the Fiery Islet. Yep. Oh, we got an expressive iteration off of that. That's okay. You're gonna take your 5. Or do I need to slip out the back? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and expressive iteration, see if they counter this. They did not. We're gonna put that in my hand. We'll put this in the library. We'll exile that. I can't cast it, but it's whatever. I'm not, like, I put a couple unblockable creatures in here just for the prowess trigger to kind of punch some extra damage through it, and I just don't want to screw around with losing the land that makes it so they can't counter my stuff. Alright, so they'll probably play counters? Oh, okay. They're going to put a bird down. Is it a big bird? That ability makes me wonder things because I don't know of too many birds that are like really big. Okay, that's a big bird. Oh my. Wow. Okay. We're going to have to work for this one a little bit. Yeah. And we're going to have to do it fast because we're going to die if we don't. Losing that land, it was probably a mistake. Just a thought. All right, Coruscation Mage with Offspring. All right, we're not attacking this turn because I don't want to run the Flame Caller into them because these are, it makes it so the Coruscation Mages are worth 2 damage apiece for every non-creature, and I have a boatload of those in my hand. And I can use Fist of Flame coupled with a few other things to really do some numbers on things. I mean, honestly, if we drew a land, we could do a ton of damage. It's like 6 damage, plus I could stack up a Fist of Flame. Yeah. Aven Interrupter. Okay, they're just playing a bird. I think they're planning on putting counters on their birds so they can try to kill me next turn. Because they can't kill me this turn, but they sure as hell can next turn. Alright. So probably +1/+1 counters on all birds, because they got a ton of birds. So now I got to think, if I phase out the Aven Interrupter or something else, depending, because they're actually going to get a bird. Murder of Crows. Okay, so if I phase out that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. If I Time Twist the Aven Interrupter, because it goes away until the end. Oh no, it's target you control. I can't blink their thing. I'm just trying to think if there's ways to do that. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Quit stealing my stuff. All right. So we have to kill them this turn or we lose. So I'm going to phase out their... Yes, I'm phasing that out. Come on. Target creature gains hexproof. Okay, so they're going to hexproof their Murder of Crows. And that's fine. All right, so what do I do with that? I think I just have to go for it, right? Inti discard the Iron Crag because it's useless. Let's put the counter business on the Flame Caller. Ah, pity that. Missing that 5th land sucks. All right, they're gonna block Inti, which is fine. They're gonna block the baby Coruscation Mage. I'm trying to think of the damage parameters here. Let's go with Fists of Flame on. Do I do Inti or do I do the one that's getting through? I think I do it on this one. I'm not sure how this is going to play out. Well, that's a pity. All right, let's do play with fire. If I kill the Avian Interrupter, 3 damage goes through. Let's do that. It's more damage than if I were to just play with fire to their face. Actually, it's actually the same amount of damage, but I saved my Coruscation Mage. All right, so 3 damage will go through. 4. Oh, crap. I did the math right without even realizing it. Valley Flamecaller is dumb. Vorinclex. All right. Big green stuff. Might be a problem. I've had issues with that. No green. That not green. No blue. This is a little better, and I got my Coruscation Mage. I was just thinking while I was waiting for this game to load up. The last game, we took that Kastral player from 24 to like -2. So we did 26 damage, and we never even got to play Bria. That's kind of nuts. All right, this will trigger this, and it gives us a little bit of a mana ramp. We'll kick him in the face for 2. Every bit of damage is going to matter for this particular match. I think we're going to go a Temple of Epiphany with Balmor this coming turn, just to get the tap land out of the way. All right. Yeah, I like that plan. Keep the play with fire on top, because we're going to need that eventually. Go ahead and attack. All right, I got to look at this. We can return an instant or sorcery at the 4 and at 6 to start making prowess autos. So Fading Hope can bounce Vorinclex. Yeah, I don't really want to give them things, but let's see. Tap this for a mana so the auto tapper doesn't screw me. Same thing here. And then let's just do this. Coruscation Mage with Offspring, autopay. And then I'm going to Fading Hope the Vorinclex back to their hand. Are they just gonna scoop it up after I did that to them? Yeah, they did. They didn't want to have anything to do with me playing these games. It's Marrow-Gnawer. I don't anticipate good things happening for us here. I'll give it a try. But that's kind of sketch. The mana is very sketchy. But I'm going to go ahead and get that Herald down and hope I draw a basic land or something with a basic land type on it. Hey, not punished. I'll take that. Let's get that Archmage's Newt down. I'm running the Newt. It doesn't help with Bria's prowess unless you have a way to give it double strike. And then you can kind of flash stuff back. Oh, that is the lamest crap ever. Oh, that's so dumb. Okay. Well, we're going to do this on red. I was like, what's going on? Oh, crap. Yeah, I'm going to have to just do dumb things here. All right. So if I do that, I can lightning strike the rat. So let's drop the Iron Crag. Like, this is going to slow me down so much. I'm like so flabbergasted right now. Okay. All right. Not going to do it. Didn't saddle it anyways, so... Alright. Oh, this is so crappy. Do I do Crackling Wit to draw their attention? Or do I just do Bria and hope they don't have a removal spell? I guess this is just do Bria and hope they don't have the removal spell. Gotta keep that, because holy crap, these rats are driving me nuts. Alright. If I get a double strike card, I can saddle the Newt up and cast like Cyclonic Rift into it. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Alright. We are gonna have to really hope we get some cheap stuff. Not exactly what I was hoping for, to be honest. Alright, let's do Iron Crag, tap the heart, play the stone. That'll give us a prowess trigger. We'll make Bria unblockable. I could do... Do I do the other one? We're going to saddle up with the Mistcloaked. Oh, it's going to be 3. Shoot. Cancel. I might need to try to overload that rift later. I just think I just swing wide. I don't think I have a choice. Rat colony rats is just a real pain. All right. I guess kill Marrow-Gnawer. Whatever. I'm not sure what happened there. I think it glitched. I don't think I was supposed to be able to get that because I didn't saddle. I mean, it gained flashback, but wait. Oh, I cast it. Never mind. It gained flashback and I cast it. I forgot. You can cast it for hard if you don't saddle it. Ugh. Okay. Ow. Oh, I'm sorry, rats. Would you like to play again? You gonna die. Bounce a rat. Make that one unblockable. They all are unblockable. Get them. Whew. By the skin of my chin. Teferi, Temporal, Pilgrim, Mono Blue. Oh boy, my least favorite matchup in all of Magic. I'm gonna try it because I've only drawn Storm Splitter once, and the blasted thing got countered. We'll see if that happens again. So we're gonna do Fabled Passage on 1 just for the fact that I don't have a basic land to make sure that the Sulphur Falls comes in untapped. Probably do red because I got a lot of red stuff. So let's go with the mountain. I got some options here. I can wait and keep this open to zap something. Yeah, I think we're gonna go that route. I don't think I'm gonna put down the I'm not gonna do the Fugitive Codebreaker unless I can flip it face down. Let's go ahead and just zap them. That was a decent counter spell check while I was at it. Let's go ahead and just play the Familiar. Like, the only thing I would have been afraid of there is the Strix's Serenade countering the Frolicking Familiar. How's that? It's when I cast a spell. Let's just go ahead and drop Arcane Signet. I'll pay the 1 because I don't got anything else to do. Next turn, we'll probably try to drop the Storm Splitter. We'll see if they even let me. Let's try Alanya first. Make them have to pick which otter they want to counter. They might be reading the card like, what does this thing do? It's got a book attached to it, and they let it go through. So that's good. Yeah, it's a 2/2 that doesn't do much unless I have instants and sorceries. Okay, they must have just really wanted to get that Mind Splice online, so that they want to use that to get Teferi rolling. All right. So Alania is also a good otter commander, because then if you do things like Irenicus's Vile Duplication or any of the other things that say, you know, target legendary gets copied but is not legendary, you can get multiple triggers off of her as well in order to do other things. So let's see, what do I want to try to do here? I don't think I want to do... I don't think I want to do much, because I think they'll have a counter spell waiting for me. I think I just want to smack them, or try to smack them. Okay, let's try Prismari Command, because this will copy. View the battlefield. I'm going to destroy the Mind Splice apparatus, and I'm going to... I think I make great treasures, now that I think about it. Yeah, we'll pay for that one. It also makes the familiar get a little bit bigger for this turn. I'm gonna decline. I don't feel like giving them a card. So if they want to save their Mind Splice apparatus and keep me from getting a treasure, they're gonna have to run a counter. Okay. And that's fine. I'm trying to incentivize them to burn their counter magic so I can get either Bria down or use Irenicus's Vile Duplication on Alania. Alright, Teferi's down, 1 mana open.
Fast as a puzzle.
2 mana open.
I'm going to solve it. It's nice to see a familiar face.
But I think it's gonna be oh, there's also Cackling Counterpart. But that doesn't do me any good right now. So let's do the fun play. We're gonna do this. Yes, they're gonna get the card. We'll pay for that one, but then they can get a card off of that, so I can do it again. All right. Familiar, you can go after Teferi. Let's make them burn Malcolm. They probably would have took that hit rather than that. I need to force Malcolm out of the way. So we have 6 in the air, 7, 8 in the air.
I've got eyes everywhere.
We can play Storm Splitter and copy it. Wow, that's a lot of Storm Splitters. I need mana though. I could use Cackling Counterpart, though, too, and copy the non-legendary copies and make multiple copies of Alania. Okay. That's okay. I just need one of them alive. If they bounce one of them, I'm okay. All right, they're going to draw cards, make their guy a little bit bigger. I'm just trying to think if I can... I'm going to take this one hit. Shoot. Of course it's a tap land. Because Kindred Charge could do some dumb stuff for us here. Let's do... If they have the Cyclonic Rift, we're dead anyways. So... take action. We're just gonna take action across the board. Yes, they're drawing a bunch of cards. Whatever. Don't care. I'm making myself 4 copies of Storm Splitter here. Alright. So I'm not going to swing into this. Because if we untap, they get exploded. and we get like 5 billion storm splitters. Choose a permanent in your hand. All other non. Oh, they got to the ultimate. Shoot. Really? Oh, we're dead. I forgot about the ultimate. Whoops. Well, at least I got to do the cool thing and make a bunch of storms. Braids. All right. Mono black once more, but not rats. What is with these 2 mana opening hands? I mean, it's got better mana, but then the card selection's crappier. But I'm not mulliganing twice, so here we go. Alright, we'll drop that. I put Blade of Shared Souls in here just because it's a non-creature spell to trigger the prowess. Plus, I like the idea of either hopping into Vile Duplication stuff or like doing Storm Splitters or that kind of stuff. Alright, let's go with this. Go OTTER. And pass turn because I have nothing to drop. So we're going to get smacked. Second main. Nope, it's your ends. They missed a land drop. Alright, so what does that tell us? Not a whole heck of a lot. Let's go ahead and drop the Harnesser of Storms and just kind of sit on it for a minute. I didn't want to put the Storm Splitter out there because this is mono black. We don't really need to have things getting killed this early. Okay. So, let's do... You know what? They're so low on mana. Let's do Bria. We're going to decline. Actually, let's take that action. See what we get. Okay, we did get a Consider. So we'll go ahead and pop it. We'll make that one unblockable. Firebrand Archers are really good, but I don't think they were what we want here. They're a supplement to my Coruscation Mages, just to have some ways of pinging our opponents down when we really need it. Alright, so Bria's down. Might be dead. If she's not... Oh, they're so far behind on mana, they cannot take the time to get Bria out of the way. This is very good for us. Alright, let's do blue. So I can do 2 3-drops, or I can do one of my 4 and 2. Or I could just ill-timed explosion and make them scoop. Let's do... shoot. Actually. Do that. Crap. Alright, let's do it... All right, screw it. Let's do it this way. I'm playing. I'm not playing to win. I'm playing to screw around at this point. Yeah, I'll take that action. Oh, good. I can do an Archmage's nuke their board and leave my stuff alone. And I can discard. And I'll have to do the 2 2-drops, or I'll end up doing too much. That's fine. That gets them out of the way, and I can hit them for 6. I didn't want to lose my 3-drops anyways. Alright, so we've already played our land for turn, so that goes away. Now they're probably going to start removing things. But now that their board is completely nuked out, Crackling Wit might be the next play. Okay. Ral it is. Yes. Because I don't have any way to get her out of the graveyard. This is blue-red, not black or white. Alright, Morbid Opportunist. Well, you're kind of meh. Let's If I go Ral +1, yeah, let's do that. Ral taking 1 damage isn't
Doesn't take a genius to see something weird
a big
going on.
deal.
I hope you've got bottled lightning to share.
We have a couple ways to mess around with this. Because ideally we could get Bria back down and start messing with them, or just do the Storm Splitter. I need to land for that. Okay. That's fine. No blocks.
Let's recalibrate the plan.
Okay. So there's my land. So I could do Storm Splitter duplication. Let's make another prowess.
Together we can shift the current.
Or I just do Bria? Like, I'm trying to figure out what the good play here is. You know what? We're gonna do the fun play. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do Storm Splitter duplication. And just hope they don't have something silly that will stop me from doing this.
A new world requires new strategies.
Okay. So that was the trigger. That's the real one. And we're just going to send our 3 Storm Splitters at them because we can. Because ideally we could actually do the two drops. We can clone one of them and do the Valley Flamecaller next turn. That would give us like 5 Storm Splitters. Or we can get more if we get more non-creature spells in our hand. We might be at the point where we need to minus Ral and draw some cards too. Draw 3, discard 2, and we'll have 3 cards in hand next turn, so. Okay, well I got plenty of things to sacrifice. This time I'm gonna put an Otter in front of that because I need him at high enough where I could minus him if need be. I'm gonna sack a rock. I'm gonna sack creature. Sack creature. Okay. I'll take the hit. Alright. That one's gone. Okay, so what do we do with this? You know what? I'm actually gonna create this just because I don't want to sacrifice some other stuff. Let's play the Arcane Signet. That'll give us some Storm Splitter triggers. Or is this instant and sorcery? Oh, it's only instants and sorceries. Womp womp. Okay. Alright, Blade of Shared Souls.
Time to embrace the local culture.
We'll turn it into the flying one. Valley Flamecaller. I'll leave the original Storm Splitter back. So if I need to do that, I can. Alright, so we really need to get some... We really need to get some non-creature spells in hand. So Ral's gonna, I think, is gonna have to -3 this coming turn. So I have an Otter to stick in front of Shieldred if they go after Ral, and I have a Storm Splitter for Braids. Okay. That's a nyouch, but that's okay. They may just go after my life total. I'm not sure. I think they're finally reading Valley Flamecaller for what it is. It's a sneaky card. Okay, is just you control. Okay. I'm just gonna stick that in front of it. We'll sack the original Storm Splitter. Signet can go. Okay, so the original Storm Splitter can go because it's hard to get it through anyways. But we have these two. That's one. Let's -3 draw some cards.
I'll just invent a solution.
Cackling Counterpart. I love you. Valley Flood Color, that was really good too. Shoot. Split it, split it, split it. I'm trying to think if there's a way for me to live through this and kill them. I gotta think about the math here. If I did the Valley Flood Color and then I did the Cackling, I don't think that'll work. I think it's gotta be the 2 non-creature spells. I can't do Bria too. It's got to be this.
Well, gotta work with what's available. I have a plan.
It's not. I don't have an instance or sorcery. So, yeah, we are probably toast. So, yep, good game. I ain't got nothing. I just didn't get enough stuff. Gwenna. All right. Mono green. Sure, we'll try this. I'm not gonna have anything early for the reckless charge anyways, so I might as well go ahead and dig a little bit. Okay, give me that. That guarantees me my red mana that's not tied to Cavern. All right, Stormcatch Member. That was a good top deck. Do I hang on to that? You know what? No, we're gonna actually cast that just because I want it on the board. Because we have the Stone Blades in hand, I want to be able to have multiple targets for that. Oh, hi, Lightning Bolt. You're a thing, Otter. And then, do I do Ral or do I do Bria? I think it's Bria. I think it's Bria, and pray we don't get blown out by a reach creature for the Frolicking Familiar or some other big thing that's going to drive me nuts. Even though we have a bunch of stuff that we can make things unblockable. But we need another red mana, actually 2 red mana to make it work. Not a reach creature, which is stupid considering the art. Like, seriously. Okay. So we got a Brawler. Let's get another red mana up and rolling. I could do instant speed. I think what I want, because I can't fry Bria now either. Crackling Wit, but then it would just get punched in the face by the Rare Whale Brawler, so that's kind of dumb. So let's do Riptide Rogue. We'll make her unblockable. And then if I did the Stone Blades, that would punch that in the face. Next to combat. Screw it, we're going all in. If they get cheeky, they're going to lose their stuff. Or I can just, punch them really hard. Yeah, that one. Why not? Ooh, dang. Didn't think it would do that. Okay, the lesson with this deck, be careful with your blocks, because it might blow you out. Arna, Kennerud, so we got a modified deck. Just got done playing against a Jaeger deck. I was excited to see somebody playing a Jaeger deck, and I botched it so bad. My timing and sequencing was just bad. I tried to kill them and I couldn't do it. Because I messed up. I dropped a couple of damage on the board and it was just bad. I made a bunch of storm splitters, but now that's about all I did with it. So ideally we can get a blue mana here, drop our Spell Dancer. Hey, thank you. It's like somebody's listening to me. So next turn, depending on what they do. Okay, they just dropped a heart. So we're probably going to do Valley Flamecaller. I want to get that on the board as quick as I can. It doesn't affect the Spell Dancer like the Monstrous Rage would, but I don't really need her bigger right now. I would actually much rather have the Flamecaller be bigger. All right, what are they looking at? They're like thinking really hard and I don't like it. All right, they have 2 mana open, which makes me not happy. So let's go with this. Okay, there was a slight hang, so I'm wondering about removal. Let's go with the Cold Steel Heart. And we'll set that to blue because we're lacking in blue. And then I will end the turn. We'll see what they do. They must have a removal spell because they're eyeballing my creatures. And they took the unblockable creature, which tells me they underestimate what that Valley Flamecaller can do, which is fine by me. Let people underestimate that card to their demise. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and Monstrous Rage this now. And then I'm going to... Shoot, well that sucks. They can't double block and kill it, so let's just drop it over. That'll trample over for 5 damage total. And we have Irenicus's and Raking Claws. I need 1 mana to do them both. Just give me a freaking mana. Okay, so they... That's weird. Oh, because they wanted to do the copies. I was like, what are they doing here? Come on, give me an untapped mana. Oh, you're not an untapped mana, unfortunately. But what we can do is make life seriously suck for them. You know what? We're going to wait 1 more turn. Because Irenicus' Vile Duplication can make this just be a complete and utter blowout. And I know Arna Kennerud. I've played the deck. If you haven't seen it, it's on the channel somewhere. From a couple months ago. Alright, we're at 11. Can we kill them this turn with Bria on board? Hey, there's a mana. Well, we are about to find out. If I do, I'm trying to think if I do Bria, no. How does Orvar work? Create a token that's a copy of one of those permits. Okay, so I'm going to have to target this. Otherwise, Orvar will go off first. And it's going to cause me all kinds of problems. So, Bria can get the unblock ability. So we'll get 2 additional copies of this. Prowess triggers are going off all over the place. A wash away, huh? Okay. All right, next. I am going to go all in like this. And I want to see where they block. Because they can't block this one. They didn't block. Oh, they're double block. No? No. Huh? What? Oh, okay. All right. Raking Claws is going to go here. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter. He's already blocked. So we're just going to go like that. We got lovely prowess triggers going off. Now the question is this lethal? I have no idea. I suck at math. So, you know, math is for blockers, all that good stuff. And 1. -2, gain 2, go 0, die. Nice. Exexies. Like I said, math is for blockers. Whatever. Well, that was a blast, literally, there at the end. I was not even sure. I didn't think I had lethal damage. And even with them gaining life, I was able to blast through and do exact damage to them. So, yeah, this deck is a ton of fun. It can come out of nowhere and just burst damage an opponent down with all the prowess triggers and stuff. You just have to watch your sequencing of when you play things and how you play them and just try to, you know, generate the value when you can. I love this deck. This thing, I'm in love with how this plays out. Bria is a great commander. If you want to get it in paper, or if you don't have it on Arena and you don't have a lot of the cards that are in that starter kit, I highly recommend buying the starter kit because Bria by herself is about $20. If you can get the starter kit for $20, I would get it. I got a copy of it from Target just because my local gaming store ran out of them and they told me go look there and they had it. So that's where I went. But if you can get this for $20 and you can get the cards to add to here and your own collection, that's a great way to get your hands on Bria and Burke the Rabbit, which I might do him as the commander for the Rabbit stack. I'm not sure yet. But anyways, this thing, amazingly fun. I love it. If you are into prowess, battle mage type decks, this deck is right up your alley. I absolutely adore it. With that said, if there's something you think I should not be running, if you think that there's a better card to be running in here, let us know down in the comments below. While you're down there, like, share, comment, subscribe. All those things help the channel grow. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.